Those of us who have especially grown up in church, we know that one of the biggest sort of like quote sins for a female leader is to overstep her line and to ask for more than what's been given, or God forbid, actually do something that's not allowed. It's sometimes the unforgivable sin, and women can easily get blacklisted in their leadership because they were a little too what other people would describe aggressive, or maybe they were trying to grab for authority or position that wasn't theirs. And we never like that in a leader, but we especially don't like it in female leaders. And so a lot of women, again, those mature women who know their word and who have been around for a while, they will lead way below where that line is. So let's just say on a scale of 1 to 10, your church is at like a 7. So there are some roles reserved for just men, but anything up to a 7, if that 7 is fuzzy, which I can almost guarantee it is, unless you have some real clarity and have done some really intentional work around this, it's fuzzy. And so godly women are going to go, it's probably around a 5. And so I'm going to lead at about a 3.5, just to be really clear that I'm not going to like accidentally bump in or, again, God forbid, step over that line. And so that space between a 3.5 and a 7, that's 50% of her leadership that we are leaving on the table, even in the safest of places, even if you are in a very theologically kind of strict perspective around women, she's leaving 50% of her leadership out of children's ministry, out of the music ministry, out of the hospitality ministry, out of the care ministry. She's leaving it behind because she doesn't realize all that she's invited to do. And so I really encourage church leaders to spend some time clarifying that, and maybe even not spend so much time clarifying the few roles, the 2 or 5% of roles that are not open to women, and instead spend a lot of time clarifying and talking a lot about the 95% of roles that are open to women, that most women do not even know exist, do not even know they're sitting there vacant, do not know that they can be a part of these things. They are going to assume it's a no unless you tell them it's a yes. So let's spend our time really amplifying the yeses that you have available in your church for them.
Yeah, that's really helpful. I've heard some people push back and say, well, the ambiguity helps us kind of stay united, and because then we can all sort of say we fear, and it doesn't amplify that kind of differences between us. I wonder if you could tell us, and maybe now you've got some thoughts on this as well, but like, what does that do to women? How does that feel?